Welcome to We Digress. I'm Luis,
I'm Junior.
and this is the podcast where we just talk about comic books, movies, anime, whatever comes to mind. We just got done watching Fantastic Four.
So let's get into it.
What's your first thoughts?
First thoughts, just right now, visual, amazing.
Bro,
Amazing.
amazing visuals, bro. The CGI, all that.
I wasn't expecting how good it was going to be. Like, it was good.
A lot of it was shot practically from what I heard, or what I was seeing. It was like a bunch of practical, like, I think for Galactus, they used, like, they put him in a suit, and then they used, like, they made, like, a replica
Oh, damn.
city for it.
Dude, Galactus was amazing, too.
Galactus was sick.
So the tone of it wasn't, like, too funny,
That's what I was
but, like,
thinking,
it
too.
was still, like, comedic.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah.
like
it wasn't
him,
too jokey. Like,
yeah,
it-
so, like,
the parts where you were supposed, like, I feel like nowadays and how the MCU has been doing their movies recently, like the scene, like when obviously like the baby's born, right? Whatever, the scene when the baby's born, that was already in the trailer. You already know, when like the baby's born, that scene, I feel like they didn't mess it up by adding a joke. Whereas Marvel, that's like something.
yeah, like pin her down or like doing something like
yeah,
put it down. Like,
yeah.
you're
They
not going to
would've
put me
just,
down.
No, it's like.
Yeah, but it was still comedic in a way, but you're still like, oh man, they're in a stressful situation, but they're still kind of trying to be calm about it. Like,
Yeah.
Not just calm from themselves, but for us too. Like the audience are watching this, unfold. So I definitely think
I feel like they balanced it well. They balanced like the comedy with like they made you feel like emotions with the characters.
Oh yeah,
Like they didn't cut every like emotion short and like make you just start laughing after every fucking scene.
they made
which
you
I
feel like they made you feel like yep. And I
which
like
they've been doing a lot, which that's a lot of like stuff that would happen around with like Ragnarok and
well, right now it was like reshot, wasn't it? Like they reshoot it just to make it more, or was it Love and Thunder?
No, they might have been Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder, they reshot some stuff just to make it funny, like the Stormbreaker coming in and just like being like, "I'm the ex-girlfriend. What are you talking to Mjolnir for?" I'm like that could have been cut out, or that could have been a little bit different.
But no, they balanced this movie pretty
They
well.
definitely
I
did.
really
They
liked it.
definitely did. I mean, the Thing and Johnny Storm, like they always have like their little banners, but like it wasn't always focused on them. It was focused on all of them, and like every now and then they'll just joke around with each other. But it wasn't to the point like like distract you from everything else.
Mhm.
Yeah,
no, I agree.
So I definitely agree on that. The CGI, like you said, like I don't think anything looked terrible. Maybe the Thing running sometimes every now and then. Like I feel like I can see.
I feel like I didn't pay too much attention to that.
I was trying to see how he ran, but it still looked natural. I guess I was saying like he wasn't too rocky or too like that. He was still him moving around, or if he moved his head, like you'll hear little rocks kind of. So
Now, how does this movie compare to the other two iterations of Fantastic Four?
that's tough. Okay, so again, so we were talking about it yesterday. Fantastic Four from like 2000, early 2000s.
It was what 2000. It was like it seems like it's every 10 years. 'Cause I think the original was 2005,
Okay,
2015, and then 2025.
So I never fully watched the original Fantastic Four. I remember wanting to rewatch it, but I remember just seeing them fighting Doctor Doom, and I thought that was just epic. And again, I did not know they made a Fantastic Four movie, or even just a 2-movie back to back, basically. And then when the Silver Surfer came out, I'm like, I gotta watch that movie now because that's Marvel. I need to watch. I need to keep up with superheroes. So compared to that one, I'm gonna compare it to that one first because they were already, I guess in the chemistry, it was better. That was better. Just seeing them fighting with each other and stuff like that. Then they showed you everything they already done, but it wasn't like too fast, I would say. Like they fight in Moment. They didn't just say he fought Moment and that's it. They still kept him in the movie, or like brought him back. Like I didn't think they were gonna bring Moment. Like into it. Or would you say the
fucking Underminer, bro? The Underminer. I
didn't
swear
even
that
think
one
of
scene
that.
when they first brought him in and they showed him like coming up and like I swear I thought he was gonna be I'm the Underminer. Like, bro,
The
literally.
Incredibles. That's interesting. He was in Fantastic Four, The Incredibles. I mean, basically, there's a whole family together. So I think I say it's better. Silver Surfer was I think both of them are equally great. I can't pick which one was better.
Yeah, I agree.
But they both had a good, just like seriousness to them, and they still have emotion with them because their whole planet was saved and they had to be, a herald, and that was
I agree with
epic.
like when you first see Silver Surfer when she comes in the new one, when she comes in, she flies down, she first gets there, like she seems like menacing, which I really like. She's like menacing and she's like intimidating. She's giving her speech and she seems like fucking intimidating, which I really like that part of the movie. Like
100%, yeah.
She killed that role.
The actress that played it, like she's came a long way. Mm-hmm. She was on Ozark. I don't know if you ever seen Ozark. She was in Ruth. Oh my god, she was a badass in that, and I'm like, she got some range. Like she got some potential. You want to kill you? If you want me gone, you need to kill me. Yeah. And I'm like, man, Ruth. Okay, like she was my favorite character, and then what's called? Then she appeared in a movie. What's called Inventing Anna or Anna. You ever seen that? It's on Netflix. It's her. It's her basically. It's a whole series, and basically she's like a rich kid, and she has to pretty much she's inventing herself because people said she was poor, but then she was actually rich, but then her father disowned her, but then her father gives her money, but like every single time she goes out, she didn't have money, so like she'll have to like either borrow or she'll like have to finesse someone to let them borrow some money or something. It was crazy, but she did an amazing job because you never knew who she really was. Like then they started saying like speculation like maybe she's a long lost princess and she's waiting for these inheritance. Inventing Anna was awesome too. If you haven't watched it, you gotta watch it.
No, I haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to watch it.
I hate that I don't know her name, the actress name, but
I don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, she killed it. Like when she first popped up, she was just so intimidating, and then her and I kind of enjoyed the relationship that she had. Like not really a relationship, but you know what I mean. Like in how they wrote her in with Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm, yep.
I like the like little dynamic they had.
It wasn't too forced on it. It was just like a little like, hey, this is I'm gonna tell you, like little secret I'm gonna tell you. See if you can figure it out. Yeah. And then well, she was fine. She's pretty. Some say she's pretty. Everybody like just they knew what they wanted. Oh, Johnny this, Johnny that. So so I definitely like the little dynamic there. Damn, I hope that's not a spoiler. Is that a spoiler?
I mean, no.
I mean, they see her.
It's not.
It's
not
in
like
a trailer. I think that's part of the trailer part.
Most of the stuff isn't. Yeah, we'll get into spoilers later on. Most of the stuff we've been saying has already been in like the trailers.
Okay, yeah. But I don't think anything else. Like,
I will say, do you think this movie? How do you think this movie fits into like the MCU? Does it feel like an MCU movie to you?
Honestly, no.
Not at all, right?
I can't.
It seemed like completely different.
Yeah, it was his own little like I guess universe in a sense because I mean it was Earth 838 and that's the only thing that I guess would maybe tie it to Marvel just because it's a different Earth that we've all been talking about. But other than that,
but even then, like we've seen other universes and they still feel
Marvel based
MCU. This one didn't feel MCU at all. It felt like it completely.
Their own thing.
This movie could completely exist on its own.
Yeah, and that's how I felt about the Fantastic Fours. I felt that because when I watched the original one, the 2000 one, the 2005 one, when I watched that one, or I watched, I guess, the Silver Surfer more because I saw that one like more clearly. It was there in New York, and I'm thinking, well, where's Spider-Man? But then I started thinking like, no, that's the Fantastic Four. That's their only. That's all you need. You don't need anybody else. And so. Same thing. I think that's the same thing. That's what they be able to capture from the original, I guess. Yeah. Still keep it their own universe and not have to connect it to every other universe or or other movies to say you gotta watch this or what to see this.
Even when it comes to like references to other MCU movies, I feel like they didn't really have any.
I didn't see it.
It was like its own. It's completely on its own. Like it was
its own timeline, its own.
Which I actually like it because, like, it makes me wonder how they're gonna bring it in because they still haven't connected the movies. Besides them showing it,
a spaceship coming from
Thunderbolts,
was it right?
Yeah, Thunderbolts. Besides them showing that, they have not connected
the Fantastic Four
at all.
And I guess the Illuminati and Doctor Strange.
Yes,
was Reed Richards there being teleporting.
But even that Reed Richards felt different than this one. Like that.
Yeah.
John Krasinski and that still felt like you still felt like it was MCU. Like you still felt.
I see your point. I think I see that too. Yeah.
It's just like a different vibe to the movies. But then again, I think the same director directed that did this one. What other one did he direct? He directed WandaVision, I believe.
Did he really?
I think so.
Damn.
I think he directed WandaVision.
That's interesting.
He might have done something else, but I'm pretty sure he directed WandaVision, which is crazy because he did like the Sue Storm being pregnant, and then Wanda being pregnant in her show. So it's like
he knew how to balance that again.
It's like the parallels between like the two shows.
Yeah. Whenever well, no, I won't say that part. That's spoiler right there. Yeah.
Not yet. We'll get into spoilers.
No, but I just feel like it was a really good movie out of all of it. I can't think of anything wrong to say about it. Like anything like I didn't necessarily like.
There's some things, but that'll be once we get into the spoilers. Because there are some things where I'm like, I feel like they kind of copped out on. Like if you're gonna do this. I mean, we might as well just get into spoilers. Like,
spoilers.
Like, if you're watching reviews on this, and you might as well have already seen the movie.
I feel like a lot of people do see the movie, just they forget some scenes because ours was like fresh on the mind, and we literally went to sleep as soon as we watched it. At least I did.
Yeah.
So, but my spoiler was when Galactus was basically ripping Reed. It almost seemed like he was like
that shit. Actually seemed like fucking like painful.
Yeah, like I thought he could stretch longer than that. I thought he could
stretch further. Yeah,
but or further. So he was just like I'm like, damn. One day almost did the same thing to him, and Doctor Strange where he just
turned into fucking coils.
Yeah, coils and shit. Oh my god. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Oh, and I think Galactus was really good. Who was the voice of Galactus? Was it?
I forget his name.
Was it the guy that does Smeagol? Anthony Shrek?
Something like that. Yeah.
Is that him? Was that him?
Yeah. He did.
His voice get really noticeable.
He was in. I think Guardians. He was one of like the whatchamacallem, the Ravagers. I think he was one of the Ravagers. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly. I think he was one of the Ravagers.
I can't remember that.
I think so. I think it was the first one.
I remember he's Null and Venom. I remember that he was Null, which wasted potential right there. Like I thought he was gonna be the big bad in the Last Dance, but we're gonna digress. Okay, we're gonna go back to Fantastic Four before we move on to somewhere else. But I think his voice was like, I know that voice. I'm like, oh man, that's a perfect voice. He does an amazing job.
He does good. His character, I think they did his character justice. I would have liked. It's hard to do as well because Galactus being as powerful as he is in the MCU, like there's only so much you can do to make it believable. That if they wanted to go with the plot line where they keep the Earth, again, we're going to spoilers, where like he doesn't, at the end of the movie, he doesn't destroy the Earth, right? There's only so much they can have him do before, because he's too strong. Like anything my fault. The camera cut off. We had to start the recording again. But anyways, like I was saying, so I'll go back to the point that I made before the camera cut off. So being as strong as he is in the MCU, or just like in Marvel, being as strong as Galactus is hard for him to do anything with him to where like he won't destroy the world in an instant.
Mm.
So they have to kind of keep his powers kind of contained. They can't do so much with him because
he could just use his ship and just go on in instead of him getting out of the ship and coming over.
Exactly. Galactus is so strong to where to be truthful, the Fantastic Four like wouldn't do shit against Galactus, right?
They couldn't. They always struggled. They always struggled, and that's why they always needed the help from the Silver Surfer.
I will say I am glad that they didn't kill him.
Yeah.
Because they always left it open. Because again, Galactus being who he is, for them to have killed him off in one movie that quick, it would have just been like wasted potential for that villain. Because he's another villain to where he's a Thanos level threat, right?
Threat.
He could end like a universe just like that, right? So they left the door open for them to bring him back later on. Because right now, he's technically like just stranded.
Stranded, because he's with, I guess, Silver Surfer now.
Yeah,
basically, he's just there. He doesn't have a ship, so he can't travel, and he's just gonna be in space wandering until he controls the Silver Surfer to bring him, or he makes it another Herald.
Because he could be like the next, after maybe Doctor Doom, and I doubt they're gonna bring Galactus in, that early, because they're not gonna because they're both gonna be technically Fantastic Four villains, right? One after another, Galactus and Doctor Doom. I doubt they'll do that.
Nah,
they'll probably do something. They'll probably do something else. But they could, they could bring him in, later. He could be the phase after that, They could bring him in eventually.
At least they should bring him in.
They should. They got to do him justice.
Yeah.
But he was definitely good. You could definitely feel his presence. He definitely felt, like there was high stakes in this. Now what I was saying about something that I didn't like was Sue Storm. At the end of the movie, when they killed her off, when I seen it and he was trying to do CPR on her and she wasn't coming back, I thought they're actually gonna go through with it, right?
I was hoping they did it because I got attached.
And I didn't. Yes, I didn't want. She's such a good. This is the best Sue Storm we've had in any of the movies, right? So I was thinking like, man, it sucks. I kind of want her. I want her to be in the MCU. She's a good character. But like, props to them if they go through with it and she's dead, right?
Yeah, they stuck to it
because it shows you the actual stakes. Like there was something at stake, right?
For a second, Johnny, I feel like they were going to sacrifice Johnny because he's like, you're about to push,
Yeah.
I feel like I was expecting one of them to die, but Sue wasn't the one I wanted to die. I feel like she was going to be, for the baby, she'll be with
100%.
All right, and then I'm thinking Johnny's about to die. Okay, well, he's about to die. No, the thing's about to, he's going to stop him and he's going to, push him down.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, right, Galactus. So then I'm like, okay. But then, Sue using all her powers like that.
And then again, it showed you there was something at stake if they actually killed her. So I thought like, this is the first, besides obviously Endgame and what was it, Infinity War? Did anyone get killed off of Infinity War that didn't come back?
I guess Gamora. Oh, she did come back actually. Gamora. I mean, no, that's it. Just Infinity War because Gamora came back technically because of a loophole of bringing her back from.
But that Gamora is at least dead, right? They brought her back, yes, but that Gamora is dead.
Yeah, that Gamora. I mean, that was
the word. She's dead. Vision is technically dead.
Yep, dead.
So they've killed those two people. But besides them two, and then in Endgame, Tony Stark, they don't really, any of the movies, they don't really kill anyone off.
No.
So this one, I'm like, the first time you've seen the Fantastic Four and
they kill like a main person.
One of the main people is dead. I'm like, props to them. And then they figured out to bring him back. And I'm just like, I like, yes, I'm glad that they did. I guess I'm glad they brought her back because, Fantastic Four, it'd be kind of crazy to.
Yeah.
But I just kind of felt like it was a cop out.
I low key thought they were gonna bring her back with a kiss. Because it's Disney, you know. I mean, I really low key. I was like he's about to kiss her. I swear to God, I swear to God, that would have pissed me off.
Not the sleeping.
It would have pissed me off. But I'd be like, I would have been like, okay, well, yeah, that's Disney. Like when he was doing the CPR, and then
he went in for the kiss, right?
He went in for the kiss after to say goodbye.
Kiss her.
and then that's what I thought was gonna happen. But when I saw the baby struggling.
Yeah, once I saw the
Franklin
baby,
I'm like, they're gonna bring her
that's
back.
how they're gonna do it. But I'm like,
okay. She's still alive somehow.
Yeah, when I'm like, okay, like if you're gonna go through with it, just go through with it, man. Just go through with it. Like if you already killed her off here, y'all made a big scene. He tried CPR. You know, they already made him like accept the fact that she's dead, and then bring her back. I'm like, just kind of like a cop out. That's one thing I was like, man, I wish they would have just kind of gone through with it.
Because then so one of my thought was how again where they have connected it to the MCU, or like the other I guess universes. Mm-hmm. So my thing was again Johnny sacrificed himself. Mm-hmm. I thought that's what caused them to like they're trying to find Johnny but they can't find him, so they accidentally go to a different universe instead of travel to time like something happens and then just
so like pretty much like a rescue mission.
They try to rescue Johnny.
That would have been
and then they accidentally go to like reverse Earth or something.
That would have been a
that was my thing.
That would have been a good plot line. Yeah, I thought, to be honest, I actually thought they were gonna. The world was done. Like the world was like this was gonna take it, and then they needed to flee, so they ended up in the other universe.
No, yeah. See, so something happened.
The main universe. I thought that what was gonna happen. That's why when we watched the movie, I told you I was like, "This is it. It's dead." Like I know what's gonna happen.
And so yeah. When you said that, I'm thinking also, not only are they gonna destroy this Earth because I feel like they would destroy it. Just like I mean I don't know, it's not connected, but like Spider-Verse. Mm-hmm. They destroyed a whole
whole
universe of Spider-Verse, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they're gonna do this. They're gonna make it stay. And the Fantastic Four are the only ones to survive. Mm-hmm. And again, like, so much things was going through our mind. They also, went to a whole nother universe to, be able to find a way to bring back their own Earth, basically.
So, okay. So, like, pretty much get the Infinity Stones again.
Yep, and then snap it back or something. Something like that. Because I feel like the Fantastic Four would have survived, and then they would use their spaceship to, travel into another universe and see if they can find a way to not only destroy Galactus but also bring back their whole world, or Earth, basically. But I was like, oh no, just the Silver Surfer destroying all those pillars and stuff.
Yeah, bro. And to be honest, I thought like the Silver Surfer, I thought she would have after that interaction. And again, I like what they did with her and Johnny Storm, where he has his little crush on her. Like he got his little crush on her, so that his crush on her is what made pretty much him keep digging into her.
That was smart. It made him smart.
What she told him, which caused them to like be able to figure out what it was that the messages they were receiving and stuff, what the radio signals were. Made him figure that out. So I like the backstory they gave her, how she became a herald.
Yeah,
I do like that. But I did think she was gonna because at the end of the day she did change, right? But even before then, when she was destroying the pillars and stuff, before that stuff, I thought she had, after the first interaction they had, I thought maybe she changed her mind. But she was just like, you guys can still run away. I just like how they showed she like her compassion. Yeah. I like how they showed that she cared and she did feel guilty in a way of the stuff that she had been doing to the other planets.
Yeah, that was deep. That was deep. I didn't even think about it. Like whenever they didn't go quick on that part where like they were getting signals from like different places. So I didn't pay attention to that. But then when Johnny was paying attention, I'm like, damn, it's that one little like thing that he still kept on I guess looking into. He's like, I can do this while he does this. So I thought that was pretty neat too. Then they made him dumb, but not too stupid to the point like he doesn't know what he's doing. Like Chris Evans' Fantastic Four was a little bit,
because
jokely,
and he was like just like overall he was like stupid and his character
Which he's supposed to be,
I like this character. It's funny and whatever, but I like what they did in this one better. Also, because why would Reed Richards bring Johnny Storm on his team, like to be like part of the original mission, if he had nothing to show for it?
Exactly.
So this movie showed that he actually had something to show for it, which is why he brought him on a team. He was like the team of the best scientists, the smartest people I know, and showed him that he was part of it. Whereas like in the original Fantastic Four live action,
like, well, that's my brother.
He's just kind of dumb. He's coming, just because he's my brother-in-law. Like, so this one just showed that there was more to him.
But and then 2015, with all due respect to
that movie was just fucking dog shit. That movie.
It was bad. I didn't even know what I was watching. Like you said yesterday, it was like a horror film. It was just like we're just waiting for the big bad to come out. Or like you never see the big bad, but he's there in the shadows. Don't say his name or you're doomed.
The bye-bye man.
Yeah, the bye-bye man. Because nobody even said his name. Like it was like right there on Doom. What? I just Fantastic Four 2015 was just nothing. I don't know. It was nothing.
That movie.
I don't know what it was about them that just did it. I don't know why they didn't put any real effort to it. It was just dark. The thing was just very dark.
And I think they really, honestly, they just made that movie pretty much just to keep the rights to it. I feel like I'm pretty sure they made
Fox, right? Fox owned the rights, and then Disney bought Marvel and then Fox, and so now they're all.
But I think that movie was made just. I'm pretty sure if I remember reading correctly, they made that movie to keep the rights because every so often they have to make a movie, otherwise they lose the rights to it, and then it just becomes public, and then, so they wanted to just keep the rights. So they just had same thing with like the Spider-Man. That's why they keep rebooting Spider-Man so many times, because they have to make a movie just pretty much to keep the rights. But I mean, I like that they combined the practical effects with like the CGI in this one, because the previous one, the 2015, was just straight CGI, right?
No, yeah.
And that was fucking terrible, and they made him fucking naked, and I don't know what happened. This one, they did a mixture of the two. They made his face more. A lot of people didn't like it because it looked too like unrealistic and like comic booky, but it's like I liked it because that's the Fantastic Four. You attribute that series or like that IP to like that style. So I like that they kept his look from the comics in this one. That plus they also gave him a little more character. Yeah. He wasn't just like the big fucking
I can't say that right. Probably it's not.
Yeah, like he was the one originally that found out that Sue was pregnant.
That was nice.
Before that
was very good. He's
like it just showed. Yeah, exactly. It just showed you how it shows you. It shows you their family dynamic. It gives you. It shows you how they're. How attentive they are to each other.
There's a reason why he also was chosen. It wasn't just because he. I think I said everything I had to say. I think it's definitely better than the other ones. Nothing was one thing I do want to say. I felt like this movie was like their end game. Or maybe not like their full end game, but like it felt like I saw everything they did for the past 4 years. And
it's true. I will say I like how they didn't. It wasn't necessarily an origin story because we've seen it.
Yep, we know who they were. We knew what powers, but we still got to see what they did or what happened 4 years ago.
We still got like part of their origins.
And so I just felt like it was a great transition from just like the beginning to like, hey, we're already Fantastic Four. We're here for you, to help you, to save you. But I to me it just felt it was like their fourth movie or something, like I've seen they fought the Mole Man, they fought Diablo, or they're going to fight Diablo, and then I thought it was good. I can't say anything really wrong with it. If I find something wrong with it, maybe, but
no, I definitely enjoyed it. I like when we picked up with them, they were already established.
Yeah.
They already had the fan base, the whole world. Because imagine like they were able to get the whole world to listen
help.
to them and help out and like do their bidding. Like hey, we need your help. And they got literally the entire world
to set aside the differences. War peace. War peace, yeah.
Now,
in a sense, I don't know if it was war peace, but it was everybody still working together. It's like,
now the only thing I'm curious about is like, so in this universe, in their world, are they the only ones
with the superpowers?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like no. The reason why I say that is because the announcer made it seem like they didn't. You know? Because he's like, whenever they went up, they came back with superpowers, you know? So, like, it seemed like they've already known what other superpowers to do. Like, the way he announced it, I feel like that's how he did it. Like, oh, they have superpowers, and that's what started off, like, their comic books and then their TV series. So, I think they had other kind of, like, super beings. But they were, like, the Avengers, you know, they were the final what's called stands for anything beyond.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think they're I just don't know what. I don't know if they're, you know, mutants or like we said we were talking about yesterday, Inhumans, you know, because they didn't even brought anything else. At least I didn't see any cameos or like Easter eggs that were like leading up to that. The mole man, I feel like could be a little bit to the mutants just because, and X-Men, I don't know if you've seen like any kind of like X-Men series, they'll have like the mutants go underground, you know, because their mutation would make them look like monsters, so like they would have to be underground and live there.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only thing I can't say for sure they actually did, but
I don't know, cause yeah, I mean, cause it seemed like the whole world was just rooting for them. The spotlight was just on them. So to me, it felt like they were the only people with powers.
that makes sense. I see your point.
Because
whenever it came down to it,
like
they
the whole world
together. She like Sue was basically the broker of deals, the deal breaker and everything. So okay,
I do like what they did with Doom in that one, where when Sue was doing her
speech to everybody
for the what's it called?
There's a nuclear weapons, like bring down your weapons.
No, it's like the what is it called? It's like the F, you remember like the logo with like the two Fs. What is it called, bro?
I can't think of it. I just know. Was it Lativia? Wherever Doom was from,
yeah.
Their country said no. They were absent.
No, but they were absent from there. But what is that? What was that? What was the name of that organization?
Freedom Fighters.
Was it the Freedom Fighters?
Making up shit.
I don't remember. But anyways, I do like what they did there, where they're like, every country or whatever that agrees to get rid of their their military, or like reduce I think their military or some shit.
I feel like it was a nuclear weapon.
Was it nuclear weapon?
I feel like it was.
Might have been. I don't remember. But and then the only, I guess, country or like that wasn't present was
country. Was it Lithuania or what's the place called?
Latvia, I think. Latvia.
Yep.
Latveria. Yep. So I do like what they did there is kind of like a subtle hint to where it's like everyone else is agreeing to this. Everyone is part of this organization, and just Latveria is the only one that's
not bowing down to.
That's not bowing down. They're like, no.
Which I guess that would be
keeping our weapons.
That'll be his platform in Doomsday. I feel like Doom's gonna be like, when Galactus came, all y'all, wanted the Fantastic Four to help, but all of y'all were powerless. Besides them, they had all the power. Why don't we? I feel like that's gonna be his opening, like strategy to bring people to him.
Now, what do you think they're gonna do with the kid? with the boy?
Franklin,
Because
he's
supposedly he's a cosmic level being, right?
He's one of the 5 strongest beings in the world. Because at the age of like 4 or 5, he created a baby universe.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do with it, man. I think that's something I forgot to say. I thought they were gonna make that one weapon. It's not the equalizer. I don't know why I want to call it the equalizer. The Nifolizer? The Nifo? Damn, where's that guy in the chair? It's one of the most powerful weapons out there.
Mm-hmm.
The nullifier? The nullifier.
Nullifier.
There's a weapon called a nullifier that basically you turn it on and nullifies everything that's happening around. Like any kind of like power dampening, I guess.
Yeah.
But like it's not just for like technology. It's for like everything being like something's happening, nullify. So I thought that's how they were going to start Galactus at one point. Not just send them through the portal, which makes sense more the portal part. But then them just making a nullifier just out of scratch.
But yeah, I mean I don't know where they're gonna like.
I know. I'm like I said, I've never read comics that well. I would.
So now, assuming so the end credit scene, we seen Doctor Doom.
At least the back of his hood.
He
already had the
back of his hood.
He already had the mask, and he had the cape.
So he had the kid. He was going for the kid,
and the kid was touching his face.
So, do you think they're gonna show him getting out with the kid,
like escaping with him, kidnapping him?
You think they're gonna show that, or it's just gonna be like
he took him and
cut? We're looking for a kid. We don't know where he is.
Only a guy with a green hood and a mask. Silver. I don't think so. Dr. Doom, to me, he's very, how to put it, strategic. Like, he'll make you do his bidding. Like, I'm not sure if I'm 100% right, but I know he's very careful when he says his words.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't necessarily want to control someone.
Yeah,
he wants them to do it on their own, and he says it with his words. So I feel like they're not gonna cut that part. I feel like he's gonna stand up and tell Sue, relax. I'm just here to see the new boy, and then he's gonna compel her or try to convince her like, your boy has extraordinary powers. Do you know how to use them? Do you know how to control them? And then that's when he's going to try to pretty much take the kid, but not by force, by persuasion. Persuasive. I know how to do it. I know how to control his powers, or contain his powers. Allow me to be with the kid. Allow me to, work with him.
But now, do you think they would actually just give him up?
No, they definitely wouldn't. No, after all that, they wouldn't.
No,
they wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, how does he get away with the kid?
The kid chooses.
Kid's 4 years old.
Exactly. He chose to save his mom at the age of 2 months.
I don't know how old he was. I feel like
he would have been 4 years old.
That kid was big as shit for his age.
Yeah, he was alright. I don't know how long it took for Galactus to get across that universe, or galaxy, but I feel like he could have, first of all, I think he could have definitely devoured Jupiter and he would have been fine, just leave. But
he wanted the kid because the kid, I'm assuming,
stop his own hunger.
He's the only, the kid is the only thing that could stop his hunger because the kid's powerful enough it would satiate him. But I do think that they killed Reed Richards' role. Like they that shit was so good because it made him. It kind of made him feel like he thought his like brains and how smart he is. It made it seem like it was like his gift, but also like a curse.
Yes.
I like what they did with that.
And it wasn't too forced, like he's always thinking that now. He know he's thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then get too dramatic to the
with
point.
With the whole argument he had with Sue Storm, I feel like that was very. It added character.
Understanding,
it added character to him, and it created like it added to their dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
And it just shows you how smart Reed Richards is, and but it shows like his inner turmoil between like
What's the right thing to do to
like
what you need to do?
yeah, because I mean they said it right, like he calculated like the mathematical thing to do would be, hey, give up my kid and save the world, but also like
he hasn't thought about the other thing he could be doing. Yeah,
and then like, but it's also my kid.
Emotion.
Fuck the world.
Yeah.
I want my kid. So it's like, just like his inner battle where like, I do think they did good with that. They definitely they didn't brush it off. The other movies, the other two Fantastic Four movies, or I guess the other two iterations of it, it was more like he was just kind of like a brainiac,
Yeah,
with no real like character. He wasn't very likable. I don't know. This iteration appealed more to like his like emotional side.
I agree. I definitely agree. Because I think even just them two, like the chemistry they had together, Sue and Richard was awesome. Like she knew even what he was thinking, you know. And like 2015 one, I mean, all they did was hit each other in the ear and fall asleep, and there was no chemistry there.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Chemistry there. In the 2005 one, I feel like there was chemistry. But again, there was just nothing really holding them together. You know, I hate that I don't know their full actor, but like Jessica Alba, beautiful, obviously, but that was it. Like it seemed like she was just beauty, and they even like made her all invisible.
Yeah,
and,
they didn't,
and like they didn't show her like who she actually is, like human being, or basically.
Both Sue Storms had no character.
Yeah,
they were just kind of like an extra.
They're pretty, and that's it. They're helping out a little bit, and that's it. She could turn invisible. She could use force fields. But this one, the force field was not like. I love the force field. I don't know why, but the her force field in this new one was nice, like beautiful. Like it was there, but it wasn't like always around. Like you could just see it because of reflective lights and stuff like that. That was pretty cool, I think.
Yeah,
I can't even think about how they did it in 2015 one. I remember her. She just moved things. Someone with air.
So, what do you think the next steps? So we know obviously at the end of Thunderbolts, and credits, you see their ship. They're coming
to Earth or crash landing. Because the way I remember, they're like literally going fast as fuck. So like, I believe they're gonna crash land.
Now, who do you think they're looking for? Who do you think they're gonna go to for help?
It could be misdirection.
Really?
I feel like it's a misdirection, because in that same universe, right? Doctor Strange had mentioned, didn't y'all fall off in the 60s? You remember that in the Madness? You can see he had seen Reed Richards, the leader of the Fantastic Four, smarter man alive. Didn't y'all fall off in the 60s? So I feel like there is something with the Fantastic Four in the 60s that happened, right? And so then I think whatever happened there, that's the Fantastic Four that's coming to Earth. It won't be the 828 Earth. It'll be their own universe. Fantastic Four.
Really?
That makes sense. Yeah.
So you think it won't be the 8? It won't be.
It won't be this universe. This universe.
Really?
I don't. Yeah, because to me, they want to survive here in this Earth. They don't want to go anywhere else. Then I think they, like Reed was explaining about different other.
They do, but if Doom took their baby, brought him to our universe for whatever reason,
that would be it. He would use
what I'm thinking.
But so then he'll be the one on the ship. It would, because like I said, it seemed like they were crash landing.
Don't you think they're gonna go chase after?
Oh, okay. So they'll chase it, but I don't think it's that ship.
This is what I think they're going with this, right? So originally, I thought, their world was blown up, done for. So they were gonna come. They're yeah. They're gonna have to get out of there, land on our Earth, whatever. But now seeing the way the movie actually ended, I'm thinking Doom got their kid, and either they're chasing after him
and he flees
our universe, right? Flees to our universe, or I guess it was like the 7. What universe is the 626? I think.
I think it's something
like that. He brought him to that universe. So either they're chasing after him, or they're coming here to ask for help.
Yeah, because they keep on going to the wrong universe, and they can't pinpoint which universe he's actually at.
That's where I think they're going with that.
They could, but I could find that like that. Interesting. Overall, great movie. Very good.
I enjoyed it. I think it's definitely the best Fantastic Four we've had.
Probably watch it again just to watch it. It was good. It was really good.
Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. I don't know where else I'm gonna put this, but we'll figure it out.
We digress. Welcome to We Digress. My name is Elu Sarabia Jr. This is my partner. Why would you cut me off? This is my nephew. I had see we got practice.
Hold on. I forgot you were gonna say this is my nephew.
This is my nephew. That was my partner,
I'm
man.
Elias. I was gonna be like, I'm Elias here. I was gonna go and say my name, but then I got you.
All right. Where's that guy in the chair?
Yo, the chair's right there. Where the fuck is the guy?
Honestly, man, Josh would be perfect right there. You ever introduce yourself?
No.
Never said my name is. You got a middle name?
Bitch, you know my middle name.
Eduardo? No, it's not Eduardo. That's. Hold on.
Eduardo, what the fuck?
Hold on. What is your middle name? Hold up. You don't know my middle name? Yeah, that's how it is. We? Dude, I don't know your middle name.
Oh, I can tell.
I forgot. I don't know anything about you then.
That's crazy. Who are you? Where are you, Miles?
Am I your uncle? Holy crap, what is your middle name? What is it? What does it start with?
It starts with an E.
I knew it started with an E, see? Eduardo. Enrique.
Oh shit, he got it.
Yeah, Enrique. Yeah. I knew it was there. What's wrong with him? I don't have one.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever even heard it. I didn't even know.
I don't have one.
What? Right, ready? Please pop off. Welcome to We Digress. I'm Luis.
Oh, you were doing it. You said you already had it up.
Top, baby. Off the fucking top. You feel me?
Oh,
off the fucking top, baby. Welcome to We Digress. I'm Luis. This guy can't be fucking serious.
I got nervous, man. He pointed at me. I'm like, why'd you point at me? Don't point at me. I got pointed.
Point at yourself, bitch.
You point at me like, is that my cue? Hold on. Take one. Take two.